So today we're going to do something a little bit different. We've all heard about body image. We've all seen it in the magazines. We've all heard it from our friends that this is the latest look. We've all probably at some point gone home and fiddled with our hair, maybe snuck a bit of mum's makeup and tried to see if we could replicate it. Sometimes it looked pretty good. Other times it just looked like a disaster. Were we doing this because we wanted to do it? Or were we doing this because that's what everybody else was doing? Was it a look that we were trying to copy that person down the road looked like? Was this really us? I'll tell you a little story in a minute, but this afternoon we are going to sit down with some magazines and I want you to choose 2 pictures that you find in those magazines. One, I want you to find someone who is famous, someone who always looks beautiful, somebody who you never see without makeup and never has their hair undone and always looks their best. The other picture is I want you to find of somebody you don't know, somebody that maybe a story has been written about them and they just look like you and me, everyday normal people. They're not famous. They're not trying to look glamorous. They just look ordinary. First of all, my story. I went to kindy 2 years ago where I was working and had photos taken at school. I got up that morning and I thought, well, I might actually make an effort and do my hair, put some makeup on even. So I go along and I have my photo taken. Thought nothing more of it, went home. That weekend, my best friend and I, we went shopping. I went and had a look at some dresses. She chose some as well. I tried on so many. Nothing would fit. And what did fit looked jolly awful. So we went and had a coffee and discussed the situation. I just grumbled the whole way through it. Nothing fits. Nothing looks nice. Everything was awful. And she turned around and she said to me, maybe you might need to lose some weight. Well, I was a bit shocked. Although she was my best friend, I knew that she would be honest with me. So I thought maybe you're right. Maybe I do need to go home and think about losing some weight. Maybe then I'll fit into these nice clothes. Was I doing it because I wanted to? No, I was doing it because she suggested it. At the end of the day, I've always been chubby. And that's okay. Even when I was a kid, I knew that this was the way I looked. I was okay with it. I accepted it. Nothing was going to change. I didn't care. So I guess no, I wasn't doing it because it was something that I knew I needed to do. I was doing it because it was something that she suggested that, well, maybe it might make you happier. Well, I'll show you a picture of that photo that was taken at the kindy. And that's it there. Looks a little bit different to what I look like today. That was only 2 years ago. So yeah, you can see I was a bit on the chubby side. And it made a whole lot of difference to my health. But did it change how I felt inside? Well, I guess it kind of did. It made me feel happier that I had nice clothes. But did it really change me as a person? I guess not. I'm still the same happy-go-lucky, this is how I am kind of person. So does having your peers tell you that you're fat, that your nose is crooked? Hey, so's mine. That's just how it is. That's what I look like. But does that affect the way we are inside? Does that make us a better person that we change because somebody said we had to? Does it make us a better person deep down because we fit into size 10? I don't think so, but I need to know how you think. This is why we're going to have a look at these images this afternoon. I want you to have a look at the 2 of them and I want you to compare. Do you really think it makes a difference to what's really deep down inside a person? Should we be listening to our friends? Should we be listening to the media? Should we be looking at those magazines and thinking, gosh, I wish I could look like that. I would be so much happier. Or I'd look so much better. What do you think? Let's have a go at this activity and we'll see what happens.